Welcome to the Boston Barrister, Kevin Patrick Seaver, bringing you insights about your family and the world.
This week's episode of the Boston Barrister, I want to talk about some questions that my clients had for me and also questions DCF also had for me. This was a very interesting week. I had a client email me and say, Kevin, I never knew that you could have a supported decision of abuse and neglect or substantiated concern overturned and reversed during the assessment period. And I get that. I understand why she didn't understand that. And I told her such. You're a layperson. There is no way that I can tell you about every process, procedure, and protocol, time standards, or the laws, statutes, and regulations apply in every situation. It's just impossible. There's so many. This often underutilized question administratively to ask DCF look at the conclusion of the assessment, whether or not they can overturn and reverse the supported decision of abuse, neglect, or substantiated concern is rarely used. Philosophy, though, is, however, you take as many bites at the apple as possible. Every single DCF case, I want to take as many bites at the apple as I possibly can. Who benefits from that? You do as the client. What you want to do is you want to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. Never ever give up, never quit. What's the downside of taking a bite at the apple? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But more importantly, if you don't ask, you don't get. I believe it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Ask. If you have any doubt, ask and ask and ask and keep asking. What this also does, by taking the bite at the apple, it saves your clients money. You don't go to a fair hearing, you don't have to exercise the time, the energy, and the money to pay for a fair hearing and pay a lawyer. Put your kids through college, mom and dad, not your lawyers. Be smart. Seek a remedy. Ask. At the end of each assessment, reach out to DCF and say, hey, DCF, can you overturn and reverse this allegation of child abuse or substantiated concern? All they can say is what? No. And then you move on to the fair hearing. I love apples, so don't be afraid to take a bite of the apple.